And there's ammonium, hematite. Oh, just look at these resources. All over the place. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Astroneer episode 53, where we are going to drop off a battery, grind up a solar panel, grab some tethers, and get to business. We don't need these extenders at all, in any capacity. And I know we left some tethers down there, but we also have some tethers and compound here, so we're just going to grab it. And we're just going to jump straight into our objective this mission, because I'm anxious to wrap up this series. Not that it hasn't been fun, it really has, but the closer you get to the end of something, the more you want it to end, I guess. It's sort of like how a horse will speed up when it sees the barn, you know? Like, it knows it's almost home, and it really just wants to get home. And so that's sort of where we're ending up at, is that I know we're quickly coming up on the end of the game. Probably not even going to have more than a week to go after this video at the most. But if we go to Atrox and just immediately focus on opening gateways without doing anything else, it might not even take a full week, so we shall see. I've thought about going through and trying to 100% all the achievements, but I don't know if I'm going to do all that on camera. I do know that we're going to open up all of the gateways. And from there, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. So let's continue to dig down. Change our slope here to be a little more steep. There we go. And just like that, we're going to create this nice, super steep slope. Goes down into the core of Glacio. My only thing is, if there's all that hematite on the surface of Glacio, I wonder what the core is going to be like. Not just hematite, but ammonium and graphite, all sorts of items. Of course, I'm already hearing the dangerous, noxious plants, which I'm so not a fan of. But the benefit is, if we do perish to a yucky plant, we're on the path with tethers from our base, so it's not exactly going to be difficult to get to our body and continue our progress. So let's continue digging downward. No, 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 tether. Don't do that. Here's to hoping there's a neat core biome on this planet, which I'm very, very hopeful and excited to find. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely moving down at a pretty steep gradient. We have some of these plants that are bad when you break them. Oh, that's an awkward looking sort of... Are we at the core? We've got to be getting close. Maybe not. It's always sort of an illusion after you... Oh, I see hematite. We are getting close. It's always this big illusion after you dig down to the core on a moon, because you start to think to yourself that, you know, you're used to how easy it was to dig down to the moon, say like we did on Novus. And then you think that, like, oh, they're all that small. It's all that easy to get to the core. And in fact, the planets actually have many, many layers. Like an onion, right? Planets are like onions. There's our hematite. There's our titanite. Yeah. No, no unique biome, really. It's sad. Sort of seems like a lot of energy was put into it in the beginning, and then it slowly tapered off. And I understand. They had challenges and difficulties during development, and they had to get they had to get the game out of early access. Even still, adding new biomes for the cores of these planets would have been pretty profound. This is definitely the core. We are seeing a lot of hematite and titanite. And I'm not really seeing the ammonium or the graphite, but it's okay. Let's get a nice new steep gradient going and continue. Yes, there we go. Nice and steep. Look at that. Alright, so as the tethers continue, and our little super dirt slide continues, let's go down to the level with the core. And then hopefully we'll have our tethers to help us find our way back out. Goodness, and here I thought I brought plenty of tethers. I was wrong. We're going to run slap out if we don't get some more compound. Have to be on the lookout for more compound while we're down here. There's our hematite. Look at that, just a random vein of hematite buried in here. Yeah, can we just bury it here? I don't really care about the hematite. Not at this stage of the game. We're a little bit beyond hematite. That's ammonium there. So this, and there's ammonium, hematite. Oh, just look at these resources. All over the place. Well, the obelisks could be nearby now. So we need to be on the lookout for some bright purple. I'm not hearing a lot of poison plants. And I'm absolutely not seeing a lot of compound. 5 tethers remaining. Grand. Not seeing any purple. Not seeing any purple at all. And we're out of soil, so we're going to have to gather some of that. Okay. Let's continue this path down. I don't know what we're going to do about the tethers, though. We could go back up to the top, grab the compound. That's probably the easiest solution. But again, I'm not 100% if we're about to breach the core or if we're at the outer core and we still have another level down to go. I did see the hematite on the last level. It does seem rather curved through here. 510 bytes for one little scanned research sample. Wow. Pretty great. Or no, actually, you know what I don't see here? You know what I don't see? Is astronium. I don't see any astronium at all. That's ammonium. Let's see if we can find a little bit of compound. That would be great to not have to go back up. I don't want to lose my place, though. I don't see any compound. I think we bought ourselves a ticket back up. Oh, there's more ammonium. Yeah, so there's not really much of a biome to this at all. We sort of have these long, you know, pointing sort of stalactites, but that's sort of been a recurring theme for the last couple of planets down here. I believe it was the same for Calidor and Visanya. Sort of these massive stalactite formations that block your view. We're going to leave the hematite behind, though. We'll gather this ammonium, and then we'll spend the last few tethers that we have. Because why not? It's crazy if you look at how quickly this gradient changes in relation to the core of the planet. So if you start up here, you can actually see it's incredibly steep. And I know this is a function we've already talked about, but it's really illustrated here for some reason. So you have this very steep gradient, steep enough to slide for sure. But then, by the time you get down here, which isn't even really all that far, it's already changed many degrees. You can still slide though. But by the time you get here, it's barely like 30 degrees. You can't even slide down it. And that's not that much distance that we covered. It's pretty cool. I definitely like that function about this game. How you're literally carving into the core of each planet. It's pretty neat. Pardon me. Let's get myself a little drink. I need to hydrate. And now you can see it's so steep, just a little bit further, we can barely walk up it. Wow, that is not a pleasant slope to climb at all. Perhaps we don't need to go all the way back up, though, right? In fact, we should be able to just secure some compound, make some more tethers, and press on without going all the way up. Look at that. There's compound right there. All right, ammonium. Get out of here. We want compound. No. Oh, that's my tether bundle. No. Tether bundles. Come back to me. And away we go. Whee! Yeah, for that jagged hematite, ooh, it rips your spacesuit open. Then you got serious problems. Just kidding. That would be rather treacherous, though. You imagine? It's like, oh, you hit that rock at too much speed, and now your Astroneer suit is torn. Now you need to patch it with duct tape. Oh, I'm getting Osiris New Dawn flashbacks with that. Let's... No, that's not steep enough. Okay. Is this even going to be a thing we can climb back up, is the question. It looks like it. We need a steep angle. We do. To make it down here. We absolutely do. So. Pick up some more ammonium along the way. Oh, the stone is changing color one more time. That's a good sign. Let's ensure we can travel back up this because... Oh, look at this, though. This might be a bit too steep. Oh no, we're doomed. Oh goodness, yeah, this is way too steep. Hold on, let me out. Let me out. Wow. Okay, how about if we give it just a tiny little bit of a difference? There, that's pretty close. I mean, I think we could still maybe... Oh my, that's still too steep. Or no, we have to kind of run back and forth on it. Okay, so it's going to be painful getting back up. We've established that. Let's continue on with the gradient we chose. We'll just keep going down. Down, 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 down. Oh, look, there's clay over there. Trying to cut the core at this extreme angle only to ensure that it won't taper out too soon might have been unnecessary. Look how difficult this is to traverse. I think we cut off more than we can walk. I mean, as long as we can get back up, it doesn't matter. And we could always pull the whole suicide pact, you know, come back up later. I don't want to do that, though. It feels like giving up. Abandoning the challenge. Whoa, whoa. I'm still not seeing any astronium. Okay, let's continue. A lot of clay down here. That's interesting. I guess you got to be able to get it somewhere if you don't want to process soil. Okay. Yeah, we get it. There's clay. Let's keep loading our tethers down. I don't see any astronium, though. And without seeing astronium, I'm sort of inclined to believe we're not yet at the core where the obelisk would be. Let's carve up some of this earth here. Whoa, that's a pretty slow fall from that jump, though. Nope, there's the astronium. So we just need to find... Oh, look at some of this research stuff is so neat. Ah, I wish there was incentive to continue researching Endgame. Something you could buy that's handy with bytes, like even if they were expensive, maybe just being able to buy resources with bytes could be pretty cool. I don't really need this clay, but I want to see what's over in this direction, besides a massive clay deposit. You watch, they're giving us all this clay. It's going to be ceramics. That's what they want. Still not hearing many of those toxic plants either. No purple lights anywhere. Gotta be close to one would think. Ah, there is one. I'm unsure if that's the closest one, but that is one. So we'll just have to take it. It's not too far away from where we were. Oh, here I was like, oh, there's no astronium. Yeah, it's called turn around, Thranxes. And we still have one more batch of compound for tethers, should we need it. All right, we're just going to go through this nice little ice tunnel here. Oh, there's no reason to start this now. We've done so well. Okay. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but... Alright, and then we dig through, right? We dig through to the core. Now, we have plenty of tethers. Yeah, we're just going to do it like that. Why? Because we have plenty of them. That's why. Let's see. How are we going to come at this? Again, we don't need the tethers for oxygen. They're more of a breadcrumb trail so we can find our way back out again. So we're going to continue with the tethers. That way we know where we came in from. Although with all the oxygen in this area, you could really take your time to find it. As long as your entrance was a cut and dry, perfect little sphere or circle, a round tube of terrain that you dug out, could potentially be easy to find. But the tether trail, you don't need to worry about all that. It's obvious. Alright, let us determine the magical resource that's going to unlock the secrets of Glacio. I don't recognize that at all. Alright. Now, it's none of the natural resources. It's not a refined resource. It is not an atmospheric resource. Diamond? That does look a lot like diamond, doesn't it? All the triangles. Oh, it is. Okay. All right, so we need two, not one, but two diamonds. And that's going to be, what, double graphene, I think, for one diamond, and we need two of them. So that's going to be 4 graphite and 4 hydrazine all day. Okay. Should be manageable. Oh, come on. Let me up and out of them here. Come on. Thank you. Now I'm wondering if I should grab some of this graphite here on my way out so that I don't have to... Well, we do have soil. We can always spin more up. And we made some graphene, although we used it. No, this should be a fairly easy thing to do. Getting up this ramp might not be an easy thing to do. Oh, struggle. I knew this was going to be a problem. It's too steep. There we go. We're just going to hop and skip along the edges here. Now, wasn't there a lot of graphite that we saw around here? Oh, whoops. Now we're plummeting slowly. Okay, well, if we don't find... Oh, that was interesting. If we don't find graphite down here, that's fine. Graphite is an easy thing to secure back up on the surface. And we do have some on our base. Diamond, though. Diamond is interesting because, and it does prove that it's not something specific to this planet. So explosive powder was something relatively specific to Calidor. And silicone was something relatively specific to Visania. But diamond, really, you could make anywhere. In fact, you can't make diamond here on Glacio by itself because there's no hydrogen. Which leads me to believe that my original guess was correct in that the resource needed on Atrox is going to be nanocarbon alloy. I would bet money because it makes sense. It's the final planet. It's the most difficult resource to make. You would need 2 of them to fully unlock it and still have a triptych for the satellite or the space station. And we have 8 nanocarbon alloy already created. So if we just take 2 down with us... How is this... Whoa. Did you see that kind of glitch? Somehow this tether system had become disconnected, and yet we were still receiving oxygen and power from it. Ooh. It would have been really squirrely if it had got disconnected and we weren't receiving power and oxygen from it. I mean, we have a portable oxygenator, but it still might have been a touch of panic of, oh wow, now I have to conserve power and get back up and figure out what's going on. Maybe that's why it did it that way. Maybe there's a thing in the game that says, look, if your tether becomes disconnected through forces beyond your control and you're way down in the cave, then you just get a grandfathered in connection where you don't have to fret it. Graphene takes graphite. Okie dokie. Let's get some graphite going. We'll go down here and get some more soil so we can do it again. It's really not a problem. I mean, honestly, as long as you're willing to grind dirt, the boost mod and the wide mod fill up your soil canisters so ridiculously fast. They really do. And honestly, if you're looking to make scrap, if you need scrap for whatever reason, the actual... So we already talked about how copper and things made from copper give you a lot of scrap. But if you're looking to make scrap and you don't have copper, or you don't want to grind resources that you have to then smelt because you've mined up all the easy-to-access resources and you're kind of at a block, what you can do is you can I don't think it's here. These are the mods, right? Yeah. So what you can do is there's a way to get 3 scrap for 2 canisters of soil. And the way that you do that... Just 1 minute. Okay, so the way that you turn 2 soil canisters into 3 scrap is you turn the soil into clay, and then with the clay, or you smelt it to ceramic, and then with the ceramic... No, it's a drill mod 1, right? Because this one takes tungsten carbide, right? So, you can make 6 drill mod 1s with 2 canisters of soil because it gives you 2 ceramic, and you can shred 2 drill mod 1s at the same time in a large shredder, so it's actually not even that slow. And then what you'll get is you will get 3 scrap total for your 2 soil. It's kind of the best way to make that happen. Let's see how much more hydrazine we have here. Not that much. It's 2 graphene. Do we have more hydrazine? Oh, did we spend it all? Should have brought that ammonium back after all, huh? Well, I don't feel like fighting with all of this soil. So instead we're just going to come over here and we're going to request ammonium with scrap. Because I don't really care. I know it's probably not the most efficient, but I want it to be easy. I want easy mode to be engaged, please. Did we not make 2 graphene? We did. Make me my first diamond, please. Where's my trade shuttle? Come back. Come back. We have so much scrap, though. It really is just kind of spitting out of our ears, really. There we go. Used scrap on ammonium. That's how you know you're baller endgame rich, is you're going to be spending scrap on ammonium. The efficiency bug in me is just screaming. My conscience is just yelling at me. How could you do that? That's so inefficient. There are better ways to get ammonium and make hydrazine. Yes, but are there faster ways? That's my answer. And that is ultimately why I said, forget it, we're just going to do it. Two diamond. I would not have predicted that. Perhaps that's because of the... I mean, I don't know. I guess the diamond is... I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize it, and there's really no rationalization for it. It's just diamond is what they asked for. Alright, there's two of them. And that is absolutely the symbol down below. So let's do this. Whee! That's right. No, no, there you go. Don't go too far. Nope, slow down. Okay, there we go. Probably should have saved and taken it easy before we did all this, but what's done is done. Hopefully we won't have any... Oh, I don't even want to say it. I'm not going to cause any sort of a jinx. Ah, there we go. It still goes down. Wow, I thought we'd already hit our playing field. Look, it's so steep, we can't even slide compared to the gravity. Alright, there we go. Boy, getting down is way easier than getting back up. Okay, that was a close one. Everybody has their battles that they fight. That battle is mine. Look at the clay rolling around down here. I'll pick that up. There's no reason to leave our trash lying around. No, take me to the other one. Yes. Diamond. Give it to me. And just like that, another planet fell. Its mysteries becoming unlocked. As we activate the core gateway of Glacio. Dun dun dun. Boom. Let's go to our space station. We already have 5 gates spinning. And now, number 6. 1 to go. Getting so close. Oh, look, it catches up and then synchronizes with everything. Okay. Alright. I guess, yeah, that's Calidor, so we're gonna go here. Back to Glacio's core. Right. And then to our surface node. Voila! Now we just need the graphite to pack up our RTGs and be on our way, as we're ready to go hit Atrox and figure all of that out. Didn't even need all that iron. We did it just to prove we could. Well, before we end the episode, though, we've got to go ahead and see what our new unlocked cosmetic features are, so let's take a peek at that. Let's see, without further ado. We have the Tundra suit. Oh, gotta stay warm. And the Glacio colors. Oh my. Now that definitely that fits. Oh look, this is even more so like, oh, it's so stiff we can barely walk. It reminds me of A Christmas Story with the arms there like that. Oh. I don't know if we're gonna keep the visor purple though. I'm not feeling that. I think instead we'll go to solo blue. That's what we'll do. Yeah. All right. Sounds great. That's where we're going to wrap up episode 53. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope everyone had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Be sure to come back next time as we begin to work on Atrox in earnest. and probably have the series wrapped up by the end of next week, potentially. More than likely. Who knows? We'll have to show up and see. But until next time, take care.